Opinion Khelo Bharat Niti 2025 Transformative Blueprint to Redefine India's Sporting Landscape launched on July 1, 2025, by the Union Cabinet under Prime Minister Narendra Modi's leadership. This policy replaces the 2001 National Sports Policy and aligns with the ambitious vision of making India a global sporting powerhouse by 2047. With a specific eye on hosting the 2036 Olympics. The policy outlines a strategic roadmap built on 5 pillars: excellence on the global stage, sports for economic development, sports for social development, sports as a people's movement, and integration with the National Education Policy NEP 2020. This article provides a detailed analysis of its potential impact and offers ground-level suggestions to ensure its successful implementation. Nanana Khelo Bharat Niti 2025 emerges as a bold initiative, marking a significant evolution from its predecessor by recognizing sports as a multifaceted tool for nation building. Unveiled just a week ago, on a date that aligns with India's growing global aspirations, this policy leverages the country's youthful demographic median age 28 years as a foundation for holistic development. With the 2036 Olympics bid in sight, the policy's comprehensive framework aims to address historical shortcomings in talent development, infrastructure, and inclusivity. The policy's timeliness resonates with India's current momentum, offering a roadmap to transform sports into a catalyst for economic growth, social cohesion, and educational reform by 2047. Pillar 1: Excellence on the global stage. The first pillar focuses on achieving international sporting excellence by strengthening the ecosystem from grassroots to elite levels. The policy's emphasis on talent identification through national platforms and equitable infrastructure development is a critical step, given India's modest Olympic medal tally. By integrating community engagement at the block level with regular talent scouting camps, it seeks to unearth champions from remote areas. However, the success of this pillar depends on overcoming logistical challenges, such as ensuring consistent funding and trained coaches. The policy's alignment with the 2036 Olympics goal is ambitious, but without a clear timeline for infrastructure rollout, it risks echoing the uneven progress of past initiatives like Khelo India. Pillar 2: Sports for economic development. The second pillar positions sports as an economic driver, with initiatives like sports tourism, equipment manufacturing under Make in India, and a sports startup entrepreneurship acceleration program. Hosting international tournaments could boost tourism revenue and create jobs, while a robust manufacturing sector promises innovation and employment. As Union Sports Minister Mansukh Mandaviya has stated, "We are committed to building a sports ecosystem that not only produces world-class athletes but also drives economic growth through private sector collaboration," reflecting his vision for leveraging the involvement of over 40 companies adopting Olympic disciplines, signaling a strong private-public partnership (PPP) model. However, the financial sustainability of sports assets and the scalability of startups remain untested. Effective oversight and incentives for private investment are essential to realize this economic potential by 2047. Pillar 3: Sports for social development. The third pillar prioritizes social inclusion, targeting underrepresented groups, women, tribal communities, and persons with disabilities through dedicated facilities and leagues. The promotion of indigenous games and international sports exchanges enhances cultural preservation and diplomatic ties, aligning with India's soft power goals. This inclusive approach could foster a sense of belonging and empower youth, but its implementation requires addressing cultural barriers and ensuring equitable resource distribution. The policy's success in this area will hinge on sustained community engagement and policy enforcement to eliminate discrimination, making it a cornerstone for social progress. Pillar 4: Sports as a people's movement. The fourth pillar envisions sports as a mass movement, promoting physical and mental well-being through initiatives like the Khelo Bharat Steps a Day Challenge and fitness ranking systems. By integrating sports into leisure and education, it aims to reduce chronic health issues and foster community bonds. The involvement of national sports federations (NSFs) with schools and the development of social sports hubs at block levels are promising steps. Yet, the challenge lies in overcoming urban-rural disparities and underutilized facilities. A participatory approach, with regular community events, could cement sports as a cultural norm by 2047. Pillar 5 integration with NEP 2020. The fifth pillar integrates sports with the NEP 2020, mandating its inclusion in school curricula and teacher training. This move could cultivate a sports-centric culture from an early age, blending academic and athletic growth. By fostering partnerships with local sports organizations and developing talent within educational settings, it addresses the need for early intervention. However, rural schools lack the infrastructure and trained educators to implement this effectively. A phased rollout with adequate resources is crucial to ensure this integration enhances both education and sports development by 2047. Nanan 1. Talent scouting hubs. To operationalize the policy, establish district-level talent scouting hubs in collaboration with schools and NGOs. These hubs should conduct quarterly camps using mobile sports vans equipped with basic gear to reach remote areas. A pilot in 50 districts, focusing on tribal and rural zones, could be launched by the end of 2025, with data tracked via a digital platform for transparency. This would ensure early talent identification, aligning with the grassroots focus of the policy. Point 2. Mini sports hubs enhance infrastructure by converting underutilized public spaces into mini sports hubs. Local governments should partner with corporate CSR funds to install multipurpose courts and provide maintenance grants. Quarterly community sports days involving local athletes and volunteers could sustain engagement and identify maintenance needs. Initiating this in 100 blocks by MID 2026 would improve accessibility and participation rates. Point 3. Teacher training program. Empower teachers through a decentralized training program, conducting regional workshops led by certified coaches. These workshops should focus on physical literacy and indigenous games, with incentives like credits or stipends to ensure 80 of physical education teachers are trained within 2 years. Starting this in 2025 across 500 districts would build local capacity and support NEP 2020 integration. Point 4. Inclusive sports leagues. Launch inclusive sports leagues in every block, targeting women and differently abled individuals with adapted sports like wheelchair basketball. Prizes funded through local sponsorships and a mentorship program pairing retired athletes with participants could boost morale. Rolling this out in 2026 across 700 blocks would foster inclusivity and talent development. Point 5. Vocational training. Promote economic benefits by training youth in sports equipment repair and manufacturing through state-level vocational centers linked to Make in India. 6-month courses starting in 2025, followed by annual sports bazaar events in each district, could create micro-entrepreneurs and link local talent to markets, enhancing economic impact. Point 6. Monitoring committees. Establish block-level sports committees comprising panchayat representatives, educators, and athletes to submit quarterly reports on participation, infrastructure use, and talent progression to a national dashboard. An annual Khelo Bharat review with public feedback sessions, beginning in 2026, would ensure accountability and adaptability. Nanan swipe left for next video. The Khelo Bharat Niti 2025 is a visionary policy with the potential to elevate India's sporting stature and societal fabric. Its multi-pillar approach addresses excellence, economy, inclusion, mass participation, and education, setting a robust foundation for the 2036 Olympics bid. However, its success depends on meticulous grassroots execution, overcoming governance challenges, and fostering sustainable partnerships. By implementing these suggestions, India can transform its sporting dreams into reality, positioning itself as a global leader by 2047. Hemang Joshi is a BJP MP from Vadodara. Views expressed in the above piece are personal and solely those of the author. They do not necessarily reflect NEWS18's views. Latest blogs.